It looks like a personality trait, almost like cats just decided no water, ever. But that's not really what's going on. What looks like hatred is actually a combination of physics, biology, and evolutionary trade-offs that make water genuinely unpleasant for most domestic cats. And once you break it down, it stops being mysterious and starts being predictable. First, cats are built for speed and precision on land. Their fur is light, insulating, and designed to keep them agile. It traps air, reduces drag on movement, and helps them stay warm without carrying extra weight. But the moment that fur gets soaked, everything changes. Wet fur is heavy. It clings to the body. It removes insulation, and it slows movement dramatically. So for a cat, water doesn't just feel wet. It feels like losing control of its own body mechanics. And that's a big deal for an animal that depends on rapid reflexes and balance. There's also a temperature problem. Cats regulate heat through their fur. Dry fur acts like a buffer between body heat and the environment. But when it's soaked, that buffer collapses. Water pulls heat away from the body much faster than air does. So a wet cat doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it can feel cold quickly, even in mild temperatures. That creates a strong instinctive avoidance response. But the story doesn't end there. Cats didn't evolve as aquatic or semi-aquatic animals. Most of their evolutionary history comes from dry, arid environments where standing water was not a daily feature of survival. That means there was never strong evolutionary pressure for them to become comfortable with swimming, splashing, or prolonged exposure to water. So unlike animals that evolved near rivers, lakes, or coastlines, cats never developed behavioral familiarity with water. And unfamiliarity matters. In nature, unfamiliar sensations are often treated as potential threats. A sudden loss of footing, unexpected resistance, or unpredictable movement in water can trigger stress responses in the brain. So when a cat is placed into water, it isn't just disliking it. Its nervous system is flagging the situation as unstable and risky. There's also a sensory overload factor. Cats are extremely sensitive to touch. Their whiskers, skin receptors, and coat are tuned for detecting subtle changes in air currents and surface contact. Water disrupts all of that at once. It removes fine tactile feedback and replaces it with a uniform, clinging sensation that provides almost no useful information. So from a sensory perspective, water is basically noise. But here's where things get interesting. The idea that all cats hate water is actually not fully accurate. Some breeds, like Turkish Vans, are known to tolerate or even enjoy swimming. Wild cats in certain environments will also enter shallow water when necessary. So the dislike isn't absolute, it's more of a strong general tendency shaped by anatomy and evolutionary history. In other words, it's not hatred, it's inefficiency. For a cat, water increases weight, reduces agility, disrupts insulation, and overloads its sensory system, all at once. So avoiding it isn't emotional, it's mechanical survival logic. And what looks like a dramatic personality quirk is really just a body saying, "This environment makes me worse at being a cat."